Hello, and this is the Warp Forge with another Arkham file, and today we are going to talk about Tweedledee and Tweedledum for the Wonderland gang. Another interesting point and note is that these are both henchmen. It can also be played with the Joker gang. Now, within the context of this Arkham file, I'm going to be talking about these guys in the context of the Wonderland gang, since it is part of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and the Wonderland Gang, and they came in a box set for the Wonderland Gang, so I thought it would just make sense and easier. But I thought it was just a nice little note, because that means you can use Trickster and Chaos Agent on them to rearrange the counters and stuff. So if you want an alternate playstyle, bam, that's a good amount for guns. So without further ado, Tweedledum is the one in the blue jacket or hoodie, and Tweedledee is the one in the red jacket or hoodie. Now, both are relatively the same in stats and personal and special traits, with a few differences. So we're just going to go through what's the same, because it may as well. They're both relatively the same, play the same roles, just have different weapons. So the stats for both is that they have willpower of 5, so that's 5 points of willpower. They have a strength of 5 up, so they're damaging on unarmed attacks on 5 up. They have movement 2, standard, attack 3, defense 3, that's average-ish, yeah, that's average. They have endurance 6. These guys can take a hit. Obviously, if you throw the likes of Deathstroke in front of them and stuff, they're going to fall still, but that's because you've thrown Deathstroke or like the likes of Bane in front of them. Not too many can fight against them. But, say against the ordinary henchman or goon, bang, they can take a hit. And they both have special 3, average. Willpower 5 is quite nice, because that's just above average on willpower and henchmen, so it's a nice little thing to have. We're going to go through the weapons and personal and special traits of Tweedledum, the one in blue first. So, without further ado, we have the assault rifle on Tweedledum, who has 3 blood damage, rate of fire 3, ammunition 2, and firearm. So it is infinite range, but because of Batman is usually played in the dark, the range is usually restricted towards 30 centimeters unless the opponent's models have stealth or are under the effect of the light post or light. In which case, you have infinite range, blam 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 blam. You have his personal traits, which is strategist, which allows him 1 additional strategy point. That is huge. For a henchman, that is absolutely huge. Because if you play with strategies and stuff, which I think tournaments do as well, you basically get more bonuses to add on the board to, I would say, try and board control if you're doing strategies. So again, having an extra point is absolutely huge when you've got Mastermind from the Hatter as well. You have Bodyguard, which again, that's huge, because what will happen is you usually keep it next to Hatter, and if Hatter takes a hit, Tweedledum just goes out his way and takes a bullet for him. Again, endurance 6, he's not going to miss much. He has the immune to stunned effect, so I think Poison Ivy does a lot of stun effects. That's huge against her, but it's a nice little bonus. And he has Scheming 1. So within your gang, if you have Tweedledum in your gang, then you can always keep 1 miniature back, look at what your opponent's placing all his counters and stuff, and then you can plan ahead. Again, this is allowing you to plan ahead to arrange counters. Then he has the special trait, Lazy Cousins. While Tweedledee, the guy in the red hoodie, isn't in the crew or is a casualty, this character has -1 to his willpower stat. So again, they can take a hit, but be careful, and that the Lazy Cousins rule kind of reinforces or gives the incentive of the idea to put them in every gang as a pair. He is 38 reputation, so he's quite beefy for his rep, and he's $600 funding, which is a lot. If you're playing between $1,000 or $1,500, which is the usual average games, that's a lot out of your funding. So, without further ado, we'll go to Tweedledee now. And Tweedledee has the same stats as Tweedledum. Again, he's a Joker one, but he has a different weapon called the Blast Gun. And this is an interesting weapon. 3 blood damage, again, rate of fire 2, ammunition 3. Special is beam, medium range, so that's 40 centimeters under the effects of light and stuff. But if not under the effects of light or stealth and stuff, it's just 30 centimeters usual. And reload, which is quite a holdback, but it's because it has the beam rule, which is so good. He has the brutal personal trait, which allows him to reroll the collateral damage dice, which is absolutely great. Bodyguard, again, takes a hit, he's taken the hit instead. Distract, which is huge when you've got a gun, because you literally just -1 to the opponent's scores, so you've turned Deathstroke to defense 4. And immune to the stunned effect. Again, huge advantage against Poison Ivy. He has a Lazy Cousins rule, and then he has the Beam rule. All hits from these weapons, so it's Blast Gun, inflict damage on a result of a 2+. So this isn't a firearm, so it ignores bulletproof vests, which is huge. Ignore wielder strength for the damage roll. Target of these weapons suffer a -2 penalty on their ping rolls. That's right, 4 up ping rolls can become 6 up just like that. Bam! Wow. These weapons cannot restore an ammo magazine from an ammo crate. So basically, don't bother with ammunition with Tweedledee. Once his ammo's gone, his ammo's gone. You get to fire it 3 times though, so that's okay. Rate fire 2, so that's potentially 6 blood damage. 6 blood damage can take out the heaviest of henchmen, which is a huge thing. Again, the beam weapon is absolutely ballistic. His reputation is 30 and he has $300. So wow. So if you had them both together, that's $900. That's a huge amount. But I tell you what, for what these bring, they're very good if you know how to use them. Again, with the Mad Hatter and his friends and stuff, you've got to plan ahead. These are a steep learning curve. You have the tech. You've just got to really know your rules, know the game, and know what's happening on the situation on the board right in front of you. So how do you really play Tweedledum Tweedledee? How I've usually played it is I never keep them both close together because there's too many effects that your opponents can do to try and shut them both down at the same time if they're too close. For example, Scarecrow has his Fear Toxin. If he just goes Fear Master, or there's Drug Spray if he's using the Free Agent, both of them can get really crippled from that. In addition, you've got stuff like templates and stuff. You don't want you want these taking hits, but you don't want them dead because of the Lazy Cousins rule and because they've taken $900 out of your cash fund. What I usually do is I keep one of them with Hatter, then another one with the other half of the gang when you split them off in halves. And it does do a lot. It really does make a difference. Which one to really put with Hatter is really situational. It's situational on the board, on the situation in front of you. And I cannot stress that enough. This gang really punishes you if you make a mistake. So you've really just got to assess what the board is, assess where your objectives are, and assess what's going to stop you from getting to those objectives. Once you've assessed that, you can then deal with them, and then it's just up to the dice rolls. Again, the assault rifle is great on Tweedledum because it's an assault rifle, 9 blood damage. That can make the likes of even the Arkham Knight go down in one hit. Just got to be careful about the about the stuff. Again, these two guys can also try and whittle a big opponent down for the likes of the big monsters. For example, if you use Tweedledee first with his distract, lower the defense, fire at will, just keep on firing, that'll be 6 blood damage potentially. Then you got an additional 9, so 9, that's 15 potential blood damage. that can kill even the Batmobile. If your rolls are with you. Again, it's a lot of synergy. You've got to know what the board is. You've got to know what the mission is. You've got to know where the objectives are. Because as soon as you slip up, bam, you're gonna fall apart. Again, it's a steep learning curve, but once you know the game, these guys really, really come and pack a punch. So that was Tweedledee and that was Tweedledum. So, if you like what you saw and you want to see more Arkham Files, the next one will be on the White Rabbit herself. Then please give a like and subscribe. If you want to talk about Tweedledee and Tweedledum, about anything I've said, or any other synergetic combos that you've found have been helpful, or if you want to talk about anything that you think I may have missed, then please give this comment below in the comment section. I love talking about Batman, so please comment ahead. This is the Warp Forge, signing out, and remember, keep on forging.